They promised more training would help end police brutality in America. But does this sound effective to you? A multi-million-dollar program that tells cops to close their eyes and take a deep breath when they feel like they're getting heated. Really? Excuse me, sir. I know you have a gun, but I got to close my eyes and calm down. Will that be effective? Mornings are better with friends. All right, you probably heard the story of Eric Garner. His death blamed on police takedown tactics. And we're told the solution was more training. $35 million worth for the NYPD. It's a 3-day program that would teach 35,000 police officers the proper way to respond and do police work differently. But how does this sound? Does it sound effective to you? Cops being told to do this: close their eyes and take a deep breath if they feel like they're getting heated. Is that going to work? Let's ask Bo Dito. He's a former detective with the NYPD and Fox News contributor. Bo, if you only knew to close your eyes and take a deep breath, you would have been such a calm guy.
No, I wouldn't have been here today.
What do you mean?
Because years ago, when I was a detective, when I was a cop, guy had a gun. You close your eyes, you take a deep breath. Next thing, you would have been shot. Listen, this whole problem here is people don't realize such an overreaction with our Big Bird mayor there, bringing this institute and all this kind of stuff. You have over 22 to 24 million interactions a year with the New York City Police Department and the public. There's only 1/10 of 1% where there's any kind of problems. It's so minute. Now you have an inspector general. You have a federal person monitoring. You have all these things. You know what's good? You want to retrain, that's fine. But give them physical retrain. How you take a guy down. Again, that headlock, and I call it a headlock, I don't call it a chokehold. Like I said, I've done it dozens of times, and nobody died from it. You grab a guy in a headlock, you bring him down on the ground. To take the police department and take these professionals with 20 years, 25 years on the job, and treat them like children. Close your eyes and hold your breath if you get angry. You know what's going to happen? You're going to end up getting killed.
80% of the 2,000 cops surveyed who've taken the classes say it's silly and a waste of time. Also, you say they're taking these classes at midnight after they've done an 8-hour shift. They're exhausted.
You get one of these consultant firms, Blue Courage or whatever they are. These are think tank guys. Do they have an idea what you got to face up there? What we should be doing is spending some money with the community and have an interaction with the community, with the cops, so the communities could talk to and go into schools, talk to the people in the community, see what their problems are. Let them understand the cops are there to help them. Have interaction back and forth and show them techniques of taking a guy down.
One high-ranking NYPD officer said the lectures were boring and disappointing. They wanted to learn new techniques. They wanted to learn new stuff, but there's nothing new here.
What this is a ploy by Big Bird de Blasio. Oh, we retrained. We spent $35 million. They're bringing them in there at 12 o'clock at night after the guy does a 4 to 12. Right. How is he going to listen? He's going to fall asleep. Show them techniques. Make it real.
Right. Tell me about your hat, USS Ronald Reagan.
Yes.
And Ronald Reagan gave you this hat, right?
Well, no, I was given by Admiral Straw, 3-star Admiral. This is one of our aircraft carriers that we have out there, Ronald Reagan. And after I watched the show last night about Alzheimer's, about Glenn Campbell, and I was with Ronald Reagan in '86, and he knew me pretty well in the Oval Office. And this is to honor all the men and women out there who protected our country. And we do have the Ronald Reagan, and this is when our country was great, when we had nationalistic pride and we felt great about being Americans when he was our president. And this is to Mr. Reagan there, that we don't forget you, how we all felt.
And a salute to Alzheimer's, too, especially. Yes. That was a big theme last night. Bo Dito, thanks so much. I wish the training, we had a better report, but right now the report is not good.
We have the greatest police department in the world in New York. Remember that.
All right, thanks, Bo. Appreciate you coming in.